Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Nintendo Wiretap for the evening of April 27th, 2017. Let's get right into the amazing Nintendo news. There is a lot of it. In fact, I had to go back and re-record this because something big happened just as I was done recording. How's that for luck? And that news is Nintendo has announced the all-new 2DS XL. You heard that right, folks. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. Check your calendars. April Fool's Day is over. Nintendo has announced the new 2DS XL, and it's gorgeous. I'm an absolutely huge fan of handheld consoles, as is my Nintendo Newscast co-host Happily Candied, so there is a lot of excitement going on at the Nintendo Wire offices right now, but let's go through what we know about this thing so far. At first glance, yes, this looks like a 3DS, but there are major changes to this thing in comparison to what we've already seen. The first being compared to the original 2DS, it is no longer a single piece like a tablet-looking thing. This is now a clamshell. Also, rather than having a solid color on the top, the new 2DS features a textured, rubbery look to it. This is more than likely done to keep the unit more durable. The screen size is the same as the existing 3DS XL, except, as the name implies, the 3D has been removed. The new 2DS XL also adds on NFC support, unlike the original 2DS, which should come as a pleasant surprise to Amiibo fans everywhere. For those looking to get their hands on the new 2DS XL, it releases in the US on July 28th for an MSRP of $149.99. Finally, if you are in Japan, or if you're looking to import something a little bit different, Japan is also receiving an orange version of the new 2DS XL. I like this one a little bit more, but hey, that's just my personal preference. You can see what it looks like right here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this one's coming to the US anytime soon, but stay tuned to Nintendo Wire for more details as we get them. We'll let you know if we're getting any more colors before launch. What do you guys think of the new 2DS XL? Honestly, this was something we did not expect to see, especially with how great the Switch is doing, but it is at least a commitment that Nintendo is saying, hey, this system is not dead yet, we have amazing content coming out for the 3DS in the future. Let us know in the comments, we would love to hear your opinion. Construction is due to start on Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan. It's 3 years away. Yeah, 3 years, but the idea of a Nintendo-centric world coming to Universal Studios theme parks has me counting down to 2020. That's all become just a little more real thanks to some recent photos. We now know that construction has officially begun. Walls have gone up in the areas designated to house the expansion, and it's only a matter of time before that grows. There's nothing really exciting to see here yet, as it's mostly just a walled-off area without a bit of Mushroom Kingdom majesty to show for it, but with the gears in motion, we might start hearing more about the park's expansion, development, and progress in the coming months. We cannot wait for this to happen. In fact, we're even discussing taking a team trip over to Universal Studios Japan once this opens up. That's how excited we are for this. What do you guys want to see? Let us know your dream Nintendo attraction down in the comments below. Coming up next tonight, we have beautiful new Switch carrying cases coming to Japan in July. Amazon Japan has updated its site with several brand new Switch cases featuring art from Mario Kart, Splatoon, ARMS, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. These cases appear to be manufactured by Nintendo themselves and not a third party like Hori or PDP. The smaller cases run about 2,462 yen each, or about 22 bucks, while the bigger Splatoon 2 carrying case starts at around $38. Now, the art on these are amazing. Specifically, the Breath of the Wild case is one of the cases that I cannot get out of my head. I need to import this thing pretty much right away, or Nintendo needs to announce localization of this case. The art was seen when the game officially launched back in March, and ever since we initially saw it, we absolutely loved it. So to see it on an official piece of merchandise like this makes my heart kind of skip a beat a bit. The Mario Kart case is colorful and vibrant. It's probably the most colorful Switch case we have seen to date. The ARMS case is probably my least favorite of the three, as it's mostly just a solid color with the logo of ARMS written across it. Yes, I know there's other things happening in the background, but it's pretty basic in comparison to the other two. Now, the Splatoon 2 Switch carrying case is pretty cool as well. although it does remind me a bit of one of those old lunch boxes or coolers that you could take to school or to the beach, but nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. If you do want these, you can get them at Amazon Japan, import them over to the US. They officially release on July 31st. If you do want to do importing, they run around $30. That's for the case and shipping to the US. So honestly, shipping's only about $8 extra if you want to bring them over this way. And Amazon Japan ships these things incredibly fast. So if you want it quick and they don't localize it, you definitely have an option. You can find a link to all of those cases in the description down below. And that's going to wrap up another installment of the Nintendo Wiretap for the evening of April 27th, 2017. As always, you can find a link to the full written article down in the description below, and head over to NintendoWire.com for even more amazing Nintendo news. See you guys tomorrow. Bye!